Hello and welcome to my therapy session. After getting compared to Leafy, I've done some serious soul searching and thought it's time to change, because my life's clearly getting derailed to the point of no return, and after a month of constant meditation in Tibet, I finally found it, my one and final cobblestone which I'm lacking in order to create the stairways to heaven that is otherwise known as a life of popular influencers. And since I already said I've done inner searching, you can probably guess I'm not there just yet since I still have a soul, but we're getting there, don't worry. Can't wait for that raid sponsorship money hitting different. But regardless, what I meant to say is that after those eye-opening comparisons, I finally understood that all I did was shitting on those poor, innocent YouTubers, bringing all this negativity without ever keeping the same energy in disproving the other side, the haters. So today we are talking about and debunking the single dumbest argument against a lot of creators that is so moronic and narrow-minded, even though those people would swear to heavens this is the most sophisticated woke shit ever, that it frankly kinda makes me mad. And I'm not someone whose mouth is usually foaming from anger when I listen to somebody's opinion through a goddamn computer screen, contrary to some people's beliefs probably. So you know it's serious. We are talking about politics here. Wait. Before you get mad at me saying, wow, this motherfucker brings politics even on a fucking YouTube video about YouTubers, just know that that's exactly my point. You'd be ready to gamble your life away being 100% sure all of these creators talk about politics 24/7 and impose their own ideals on others the way some of those commentary weirdos are talking about them. Well, such a typical right-winger response. Or, this guy is such a left-wing snowflake. And my very favorite one. This one is used when you don't indulge in their weird-ass propagandas at all, so they can't put you into one of these boxes. But even then, these freaks still find a way to include you in this keyboard political warfare, talking about you like, they are such centrists, their opinion is so in the middle and bland. Do you fucking hear yourself? Is your brain that rotten by crazy media headlines that everything has to have one side only, there's nothing in between? When you say something bad about someone, you fucking hate their guts, according to these people. Otherwise you can't pick a side, because these groupies are flabbergasted you can simply be an individual. And I can guarantee you that some of these people I'm talking about here would shake their heads in disapproval when I said the word individual, because according to their logic there's no such thing, and we all just fit a certain type of mold. Even if you don't know it. Some of them will try to sound super logical and intellectual while arguing, saying things like,
we are all just following some kind of ideology and moral compasses, even subconsciously. So we can all be categorized by it. You just can't see it, and I can.
Like it's some fucking eureka sentence and their 200 IQ brains just solved another 100 digits of the pi number, not comprehending that they are just spewing the most populistic sentences known in any language ever construed that prove absolutely nothing for their argument. What do I mean by that? Let's flip the script on you a little bit and still admit that we are all to some extent just followers of both historical and current figures. So we are, in some way, perpetuating their beliefs and worldview, completely ignoring the fact that we evolve as a society and for that we need change, otherwise there'd be no age of consent like we are ancient Greeks, and slavery would still be ethical while one sex would have much more rights than the other. But let's ignore all of that insignificant mambo jumbo and... oh wait, we can't actually ignore that? Who would have fucking guessed? Did I just completely disprove them there? No, but that's exactly my point. They can't disprove what I just said, while I can't disprove their argument, because those are not relevant fucking arguments to the situation they are presenting them for. It's like taking a bite off of thin air. It's not gonna make you less hungry. I tried that shit multiple times. Ethan is online, also known as Pfan, is a self-proclaimed leftist YouTube channel who constantly calls people right-wingers, radicals, conservatives, and all of that political lingo. Couple of months ago, he had a discussion with a content creator he deemed to be a right-winger and that he had a beef with, Sensitive Society, who's also a commentary YouTuber who I don't think ever talks about politics. There's this very epic short edit made from their collab where Ethan says,
Your video or a Cheetos video or Diesel Patches' video that autoplays Ben Shapiro, you all say the same NPC talking points, normie bullshit about fat people, about gay people, about trans people, and it fucking mirrors Ben Shapiro because that's where it comes from. And you don't challenge your attitudes. Instead, you act like people are hysterical and you say, oh, you think I'm making some right-wing agenda. No, it's not your agenda. You're a normal guy who doesn't challenge his viewpoints, and you're ignorant because you have a channel and you have people that fucking listen to you, and you won't actually challenge when people make videos about him.
So yes, he says nothing. Literal nothingness. Word after word, and all of this just for emptiness. This guy was also high during this whole thing, so that could be one of the reasons. But I have to say, holy shit, was their conversation absolutely useless. I thought that Sensitive Society was gonna be able to, at the very least, make it funny. Because let's be honest, a high-ass dude who tries so hard to be the moral compass through internet, playing a friend of every group he's not a part of in a very forcing it way. Like, even when the topic's not about that at all, is just an easy target if anything. So while you probably won't be able to have an actual argument against him, I'd at least expect you to make it entertaining. But it wasn't. None of them said anything remotely interesting other than Ethan admitting to being a bully back in his school days and still living off of that high. On a side note, if your name is Ethan, then please leave a comment below, because for some reason I have only bad vibes from dudes with this name on YouTube. I don't know what the hell this Ethan course is, but I want to have a positive YouTube experience with Ethans as well, so I don't become inherently biased against you just for your name. Help a brother out, okay? And also, no matter what your name is, if you don't subscribe, you are supporting the Third Reich, even though they don't exist anymore. Subscribe to find logic in that! I really wanted to include an example from the other side of the spectrum, especially since if I don't, I'm automatically a conservatist and probably a Nazi in the eyes of some people, pushing agenda against them. But truth be told, the fuck am I supposed to show you? Clips of folks being straight up racist, including some kind of a political lingo into it? Or maybe a fair dose of transphobia with the mixed bag of buzzwords such as leftist snowflake or a socialistic bitch? Who do you want me to talk about? Benzino? Ben Shapiro? Wait, why are so many of them named Ben? Next thing you know, Ben 10 was a radical social activist and the aliens attacking the Earth were actually just minorities he's strongly opposed to. What? MatPat stepping down, so someone has to come up with these scenarios. But Ben Shapiro's entire shtick is politics, and that's not the kind of figure we are talking about here. What I strongly dislike is random inclusion of politics and labeling everything and everyone into political movements. Not just people making career out of simply talking politics. I'm fine with that. Just don't make me listen to Ben Shapiro is what I'm saying, okay? The best and most popular example of how ridiculous the centrist accusations are is Moist Critical, who makes and has made a lot of commentary style videos. And although most of his stuff is mostly praised, there's also quite a popular opinion about him trying to fit in with the most popular takes and that he's not taking any risks. To which my answer is, so what? His content was never trying to imitate Fox News that will try to shove their narrative up everyone's ass while telling the newest story and will engrave into you what's moral and what's not. Most of his videos are about situations that have absolutely obvious bad side, because his channel was never about collecting fiery hot takes. His videos are being created mostly for comedic purposes. What the fuck do you want him to say that's different when he's talking about a predator, for example? When you look at it from the other side, oh, that 9-year-old did sound kinda old on that Discord talk, like maybe 15 even. Do you understand how impossible it is to defend the people and situations he's talking about? They have one side that either acted horribly or is horrible in general, and he makes fun of that side. Or he cracks jokes at some petty drama. What part of this do you not understand? Maybe I should ask Hassan Piker, since he's the guy that talked for over an hour about a 10-minute clip where Charlie delivers an absolutely atrocious cold take that shook the entire online world, saying that Pokimane calling her viewers broke is bad. There's no bounds to how crazy this guy can sound. Completely unreasonable and such a spicy take that we just all have to rise up and do something about it. It's madness, I tell you. You can personally think and say that it's boring and there's zero issues in that. You are free to express criticism anywhere and about anything, obviously, but to claim someone's a centrist because they don't feed your pathological need of picking even slightly controversial sides and doesn't represent absolute extremes speaks volumes about you as a person. Don't make everything about politics. Challenge starts now. Good luck and don't be a stuck-up dickhead. I believe in you, humanity. Well, actually, I lied. And if you want to know why I don't believe in our species anymore, then check out this video, where I talk about people faking relationship for clout and a guy wanting you to pay him for rating your face. Thank you for watching and I'll be here for the next session.